Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 19. Mike 50. Let's go.
On first down, Allen. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Throwing is Allen on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here are the Bills now, backed up to get this drive started. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And they'll will get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but... Pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
This is Breida. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 18 carries, 74 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Parker unable to get that one.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. Very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
51, go! Check back! Get up!
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Gun! Mike is 59.
On third down, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it with James. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Where's that?
On second down, it's James. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Being chased out left. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. Julio Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
39.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And his throw here is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen throwing again. Ebron caught left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, you.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Looking downfield for Jones. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Allen. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. James has got it. Complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Allen now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, and he finds Tyler Croft. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
22.
Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. That is caught at the 7. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, wait. Hey, South. Hey, Delta. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, complete. Smith has it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over, and they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down. From midfield, here's Allen. And this is caught. It's Parker. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the delay, here's Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. That'll be complete to Breida. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a carry for Lindsey, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Ryan, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Ryan. The open man here, Renfro. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Steps away. Going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And it's a Bills touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Allen. Got an open man. It's a moonwalk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. Those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before. On the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
58.
Here's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. Going up top. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Allen going to throw. Anunua's got it. Complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Allen. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run by Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw, and that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 12. A little under 2.5 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Allen.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll run here with Lindsey. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
59, 30, 25. Check the out, check the out.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bills send the punter out. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.